Jake loved to sleep late. Even when the sun was high in the sky, he was still in bed, yawning. His mom called, "Jake, wake up. You're wasting your day." But Jake just turned on his side. His friend Emma, who lived next door, knocked on his window. "Come on, Jake. Let's play basketball," she said. Jake smiled lazily and replied, "Maybe later. I just want to rest." Hours passed, and the morning was gone. Jake didn't notice how quickly the clock moved. Emma shook her head and whispered, "He doesn't understand. Time doesn't wait for anyone." Emma was a smart girl who used her time well. She read books, played games, and still helped her mom. One day, she sat with Jake and said, "Do you know something? Time is like water in your hand. Once it slips away, you can't get it back." Jake laughed. "Come on, Emma. There's always more time tomorrow." Emma frowned. "But tomorrow is never promised. If you keep wasting today, one day you'll regret it." Jake didn't care. He picked up his video game and played for hours. Emma sighed and thought, "He needs to learn this lesson the hard way." One sunny afternoon, Jake's basketball team had a big match. Everyone was waiting for him at the ground. But Jake was still lying on his bed, playing with his phone. His coach called, "Jake, hurry up. We need you." Jake lazily answered, "I'll come soon." By the time he reached, the game was already over. His team had lost badly without him. "Where were you, Jake?" his friends asked, angry and disappointed. Jake scratched his head. "I thought I had time." Emma stood nearby and whispered, "See, Jake? Time doesn't come back once it is gone." The next day, Jake was late for school. He walked slowly, thinking the teacher would understand. But when he reached the classroom, it was empty. The test was already over. His teacher looked at him with sad eyes. "Jake, you missed the test. I cannot give you another chance." Jake's heart sank. "But I thought there was still time." The teacher said softly, "Time doesn't wait, Jake. Remember this." Jake walked out of the room, feeling upset. Emma saw him and said, "Now do you understand?" But Jake still shook his head. "It's just a small test. No big deal." One evening, Emma came to Jake's house with a small box. "This is for you," she said. Inside was a shiny hourglass. Sand trickled down slowly from the top to the bottom. "What is this?" Jake asked. Emma explained. "It's an hourglass. Just like the sand falling down, time keeps moving. Once the sand is gone, you can't turn it back." Jake played with it for a while and said, "Nice toy." Emma sighed. "It's not a toy, Jake. It's a lesson. Don't wait until time runs out." But Jake just smiled and put it on his shelf. Jake once promised his little sister he would take her to the park. She waited with her toy car in her hand. But Jake was busy watching TV. "Just 5 more minutes," he said. Hours passed, and soon it was dark outside. His sister sat at the door, eyes full of tears. Their mom said angrily, "Jake, you broke her heart. Time with family never comes back." Jake looked at his sister, sad and disappointed. He felt guilty but said nothing. Emma saw this and whispered, "Maybe now he will learn how precious time really is." One day, Jake's school announced a talent show. Everyone was excited. Emma decided to show her singing, but Jake wanted to try basketball tricks. "I'll practice tomorrow," Jake thought. But tomorrow never came. He kept delaying until the day of the show. When he went on stage, he stumbled, dropped the ball, and everyone laughed. Jake felt embarrassed. Emma sang beautifully and won first prize. Later, Jake asked her, "How did you do so well?" Emma smiled. "I practiced every day. I didn't waste time." Jake looked down at his shoes, finally starting to feel the truth. The real test came when a famous basketball coach visited their town. He was looking for young players to train. Jake was on the list. It was his chance to shine. But on the big day, Jake overslept again. By the time he reached the court, the coach had already left. Jake's dream slipped away, just like sand in the hourglass. He sat on the bench with tears in his eyes. Emma put her hand on his shoulder and said softly, "Jake, now you see? Time doesn't come back. Once it is gone forever." That night, Jake couldn't sleep. He kept looking at the hourglass Emma had given him. He whispered, "She was right. I wasted so much time. I lost my game, my test, and even my chance with the coach." Suddenly, he stood up. No more wasting time. From the next morning, Jake woke up early, helped his mom, studied on time, and practiced basketball daily. Emma was surprised but proud. "Finally, you learned," she said with a smile. Jake replied, "Yes, Emma. I will never let time slip away again." Weeks passed, and Jake became a new person. He was active, disciplined, and always on time. His teachers praised him, his friends trusted him again, and even his little sister smiled proudly. Jake thanked Emma. "You were the one who showed me that time is the most precious gift." Emma nodded. "Remember, Jake, clocks may tick forever, but your moments never return. Use them wisely." Jake smiled and looked at the hourglass. The sand kept falling, but this time, he was ready. The lesson was clear. Time doesn't come back, so don't waste it. Please like and subscribe for more stories.